Welcome to the 5-minute faculty meeting. News you can use in 5 minutes or less. I know it's been a long time since I have come into your homes, into your living room, or your bedroom, or your office, or wherever you watch these from. But I thank you for allowing me to come back in. And I want to thank Ms. Yarborough for making sure that she held me accountable and let me know it's been a long time since we had a 5-minute faculty meeting. And so thank you, Ms. Yarborough, for holding me accountable. Today, I need to issue a correction. It's like, you know, when the newspaper writes something in a story and it is wrong. Fake news. And you got to do a retraction. So this is a retraction. There was data that was presented to you on Wednesday about the Human survey that was off. It was wrong. The information was wrong. There's no other way to put it. It was wrong. So let me explain to you what happened. All right. There are 69 questions on the Human survey. Out of those 69 questions, 5 questions got a lower score this year than they did last year. That's what you all saw, was the 5 questions that got a lower score than you got last year. There's 69 questions on this thing. 64 of those questions were higher than they were last year. I take 64 out of 69. 5 questions went down, 64 questions went up. Those are good odds to me. And then the 5 questions that did go down, if you take a look here, all right, you'll see that they only went down a small bit. It wasn't a substantial drop in those 5 questions, okay? But the way that the survey works is there are categorized questions that then make up a dimension. And so even though one of the questions about pride, and the exact question was, I feel pride in the work that I do, it went down a little bit. However, there were other questions around pride in your work and the pride that you feel at our building. Those questions went up. And our final dimension for pride is it was number 2. It was the number 2 top thing that you all felt was happening here at Rich South. Only behind engaging and inspiring, which if we are going to be a school, engaging and inspiring kids, it better be our number 1. And we better be proud of the fact that we are able to engage and inspire kids. So engaging and inspiring being number 1, spot on. Being proud of that work, spot on. It should be number 2, and it is. Okay, now, here's what should have been presented to you on Wednesday. And those are the areas that were the lowest or the weakest for us. And across the board, the number 1 statement that got the lowest rating in both classified and certified is, I feel in on things that are happening at our organization. That's on me, right? If you feel like you are not being included, then I got to do a better job of including you in on things. I got to let you know what's happening. I guess I should keep doing these 5-minute videos so that you know what's going on in your building, so that you know what's happening and what's transpiring around you. That is what is the lowest ranked statement of the survey. And it's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with your performance. It's got nothing to do with your outcomes. It is all about the leadership communicating with everybody else in the building so that we all know what's happening. That's our retraction. That's what happened. Things happen. It was a mistake. And so I do apologize for that mistake, and I hope that this has cleared some of that up. Because I heard that Ms. Mitchell was fired up. Fired up, Ms. Mitchell. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him, J. Mitchell. All right. I'm a little bit over on my 5 minutes, but I got to take just a little bit more time, if that's okay with you. If you want to turn it off, turn me off because you gave me your 5 minutes. I appreciate you. See you next time. But if you're still going to watch, I do want you to know that having pride in your work, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes as teachers, we are so hard on ourselves that we don't give ourselves the credit that we're due. What you do when you walk through those doors every single day is nothing short of a miracle. You should be proud that every day you're touching the lives of children and making a true difference for them. We are saving lives at Rich South High School. If these kids are not getting the opportunities and the education that we have to provide for them, where are they going to go? We make the difference between children going to prison and to graves. We do. If it was not for the work that we do, where would they go? Not only are we changing the lives of these children, but we're changing the generations to come. Nobody got into this profession for the fame or the fortune. But if our numbers would have hit when Tina went to get those tickets, then I'd take the fortune. But they didn't hit. They didn't hit, and guess what? You came back. You still come to work every day because you know that those children need you. That you are the one thing that they can depend on day in and day out to make their lives better. I appreciate that. They appreciate that. If you ask our children what do they like best about Rich South High School, overwhelmingly, they're going to say, we love our teachers, we love the staff here. They care about us, and they make us feel like we matter to them because they do matter to us. That's something that you should be proud of. You should be proud of the fact that you come to school every single day, have not missed a single day, Mr. Barnes. That's pride in your work. You should be proud of the fact that you take a group of kids and you're molding them to be leaders, to take control of their school and plan and make it what they think this school ought to be. Mr. King, you do that with your student council. Coach Chapman, you got to be proud of those boys that you take on that court. And at the end of the day, win or lose, they're better sportsmen because of the work that you did. Ms. Gales, you got to be proud of the fact that you have a class that cares so much about being in your first period class that every month out of this year, except for one, you had 100% attendance every single day. You got to take pride in that. You got to take pride in the fact that children from the south suburbs of Chicago are enrolling in advanced placement classes and earning 3s, 4s, and 5s on their AP tests, that they're scoring 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 on the SAT. You got to be proud of the fact that you've got children coming into your offices rushing to fill out applications for college because they understand the value of an education because of the work that you do here. You gotta take pride in that. You gotta take pride in the masses of children that have gone across that stage and have earned a high school diploma and are out in the real world making a difference because they had you as a teacher, because they had you working at a building that truly cared about students. Yes, you have to take pride in what you do. I'm certainly proud to be a part of the Rich South family, and I'm proud of the work that we're doing together and the work that we're going to do in the future. The best is yet to come. And I'm proud to be a part of this legacy. This is going to be our legacy. They're going to make movies about the transformation at Rich South. I think I'm going to get Terrence Howard to play me. I would like Michael Ealy, but I don't know. Maybe I think I got Terrence Howard. I think maybe we could get Idris Elba to play Mr. Alexander. Oh, Kathy Bates has got to be. It's got to be Miss Holly. Yeah, that's Kathy Bates. And then I'm off topic now. But just as much as I love every single student that comes through those doors, I love every single teacher, staff member that comes through those doors. And I appreciate you for loving our children. Take pride in the work that you do. Again, thank you. I can't ever say it enough. You won't ever hear it enough. I can't ever show you enough. But I am truly grateful for you being a part of this organization. You could choose to be at other schools, working with other children, but you choose to be here. And that means something. Well, I am way over my 5 minutes, but I guess can I add my 5 minutes from the weeks that I didn't have the 5-minute faculty meeting? Ms. Yarborough, you got to get back to me on that. I don't know. Thank you all so much. Until next time, go Stars!